Hi everybody, welcome back to Erndales and to Vlogmas. Today I am going to take you down a different rabbit hole. I think we've had enough of Christmas tree decorations and trees and eggs and all that kind of thing. Although there's one more little egg thing coming up, but that's something for us to do together. Today I am going to share with you two new projects that I am preparing for next year. Both these projects have been on my radar for months, longer than months. But my process when I get creative about something or I get an idea about something, I think if something triggers my creative juices, it's in my head for a long time before I do anything about it. These two projects have been on my mind for a while. So after I broke my shoulder, my son Jonathan, I was stuck in the chair and he wanted to cheer me up. So he sent me this picture. Just wait till I get it. I don't know, I always seem to lose the darn thing. Of one of his cats. Where are you? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this new photo system that they have here. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, so he sent me this picture to cheer me up. This is one of his cats. This is Graham. This cat is such a poser, and he's always got a regal pose, and I'm always making a comment when I see him pose like this, what a king he is. So he sent me this picture, and it cheered me up. It really did. But it also sparked an idea. And I want to do him in this particular pose in fabric collage. So that was the original picture. So what I do is if I get a picture like this, I start enlarging different parts of it so that I can see the detail. I need to see the detail. So I enlarged them to this first. Isn't he pretty? And I'm not a cat person, but he's pretty. And then I went larger so I could see the detail of his face. And then I went larger yet. I want to see the color. I want to see the markings. I want to see all the very fine little details. And I did this. And I did this. So with the work that I did with the photography that he took, I have created something that I can use to recreate this cat as a fiber collage piece. I look like heck today, don't I? I'm just going to stop right here and talk about how I look. My mom would say I look like the wreck of the Hesperus. That was her favorite thing if somebody was not looking well, but I have not been well. I've had a headache, migraine type headache. I don't know if it was a migraine, but a migraine strength headache for 2 days. Yesterday, I slept the whole day away. And it wasn't drug induced. It was just, I didn't know what else to do. Anyway, today I'm feeling feverish. So I always picked up a virus somewhere. Okay, let's get back to this cat. So I am going to do a fabric collage of, now where's the picture? Just this portion of the cat. This from the top to here, not the back. And so this is one of the two projects for next year. The other one is a project that has been on my radar for a long time for Gary. Gary is a pastor, and he just converted. In our basement there were 2 bedrooms, and quite a few years ago, well actually during the pandemic, he turned one into a chapel so that he could do online services because the churches weren't open. And he had, in this one tiny little bedroom, he had half of it was a chapel, and then at the very back, squished, I mean, it was ridiculous. He had his office, and I had my dolls in the second bedroom. So I've been getting rid of some of my dolls. Well, I hope to get rid of most of them, but he asked if when I do that, or as I'm doing that, if he could have that room for his office. So he gutted it, he's redone it, and he's now in the process of moving into it. And I really wanted to have this project finished by the time he moved into it. However, I haven't even started it. So this is what I want to do for Gary, for his wall in his office. So I have converted it to this, which allows me to work on this piece. So both pieces are going to require a backing fabric and other fabrics. And I think this one will be the easiest of the two because it's really just an outline. There's really no, there's detail, but it's not really strong in the detail part. It's more of an outline. I do want to go out on my hedge and take some branches and make a crown of thorns, though, to have on top of it. I think that would be really cool. So today, what I've been doing is I've been going through all my tiny little scraps, and I have been choosing colors that I want to do this, because this is going to be in color. It's not going to be black and white. I'm going to do it in color, and I'm going to mix the colors so that they are muted, very muted. It's not going to be bright colors. It's going to be darker colors, dark greens, browns, blues, blacks, grays, those kind of colors. And I'm finding pieces and I'm snipping them up to tiny little bits. And I mean tiny, tiny little bits. And then I will be able to create that collage. And I'm also going through fabric and picking browns, oranges, yellows, beiges, blacks for Graham. So the cat is, I'd like to get that one finished for Jonathan's birthday in May. This other one, I would like to get it finished. Well, it would be great if I got it finished before Christmas, but it's not going to happen. I'm not actually going to start it till the new year. I'm just preparing right now. So when I get all these things organized, then I can start the process. And I actually did also start a little process. So I'm going to take you off the tripod. I'm going to take you over and show you what I have done. So this is the canvas that I want to do Gary's piece on, and it is 24 by 24 inches. It's a nice big square piece. I actually bought it for Molly, and you might ask why I'm not finishing Molly. I am finishing Molly, but it's a slow process, and I'm stuck on the background for Molly. I'm going to cut her off of that piece that I was working on, and I want to do something different for the background and then remount her, but I haven't figured out what I want to do for the background. So I haven't forgotten about her. She's going to get done, but I don't rush through these processes because my mind is constantly changing, and I want to get it done the best that I can do and how it makes me happy. So if I get stuck, I stop and I think, and I actually dream about it too. And then I'll proceed when I know where I'm going. So that is just how I process these art pieces, because they are a lot of work and I want to get it right. I don't want to rush through it and have something that's not going to make me happy in the end. So this is the canvas, and I have gone ahead and hold on, I got to grab it. Gone ahead and cut out a piece of paper. I also, what did I do with it? Hold on, I'm not organized. I printed out the image, and as you can see, it's not, I'm gonna use it to make my thing, but I am not going to use this image and go over it. I'm enlarging this a lot. So I've cut out a piece of just paper, the shape of the head, because this is going to fill this 24 by 24. By the time I get the hair and the beard and everything, it'll come down right probably to the very bottom. And I will be pasting this to my wall up there, and I will use this just to know where I'm going to go once I get this done. So I have gone through fabric and I've picked out all of this. This is going to be the majority, and not that one. I don't know how that got in there. This is going to be the majority of the fabric that I'm going to chop up in tiny little pieces. There's browns, there's blues, there's greens, there's grays, patterns, plain. It doesn't matter. It's getting chopped up into tiny little pieces. And by tiny little pieces, I mean, I had one here. That's gone. Tiny, little tiny, like tiny, smaller than this. It's all going to get chopped up, and that's what I'm going to use. I haven't decided if I'm going to collage the face. If I do, I've started to put together a few things here to chop up. Also, I would need a lot more beiges and light browns and things like that, but I haven't quite decided. I had these, so I thought I would iron them out. And so that's where I am with this project. This one I'm going to work on first. The cat, I have started pulling some fabrics, but I actually don't have a lot of browns and oranges and things like that, so I might have to go and pick up some more. But you know, things like this are perfect for the cat. You chop all of this up into tiny little pieces. You can create that cat with this. Oh, here's a good piece for maybe for his face. I don't know. So yeah, that's what is going to be happening mostly in the new year. I'm just preparing to start this, but I'm not going to actually start this yet. I'm just getting myself ready. I'm getting the fabric ready. I made this, and now I'm going to think. I'll be staring at this, and I'm going to be thinking about it and working it out in my head before I actually start. I might actually include snippets of yarn and stuff in here as well as fabric. I'm just going to see what happens when I start cutting that fabric into tiny little pieces, because I could actually include a lot of yarn. I could do the whole thing in yarn too. That's very doable as well. But I'll see how I go. This is a surprise for Gary. He has no idea I'm doing this for him. He will be so happy. And he hasn't put anything on his walls, and he says, oh, I'm just going to think about it for a while. And I thought, I know exactly. I mean, he's got big bare walls, so this will be a really nice piece for in his office. So that is what I am working on today. So I'm going to have some lunch, and then I think I'm going to get bundled up and go outside. I need some fresh air. I think that's would help me a lot. And I'm going to go to the library and get some reading material, because I've stopped knitting. I have such a big pile of things that I've already finished for Christmas gifts, which are going to sit here and not get sent out because of the strike. I'm actually getting a little fed up with this, because, you know, the time, the money, and the work I've done to give my loved ones handmade gifts, just to have it sit here is really irritating. So I've quit knitting. I have 3 projects still to finish, but I'm not going to worry about it because they're not going to be going out anytime before Christmas anyway. So just to get my head sort of onto something different, so I'm not, you know, stressing about the knitting that's sitting here waiting to go, I decided to start the process with these other 2 projects. And I'm really, between those 2, finishing Molly and my little art journal that I want to make from my yard, which I think I did tell you about, yes, I did. Those are going to be my big stitching projects. I will have other stitching projects as well, but those are the things that I really want to create my own piece with. And I think that's what I love to do. I love to have an idea and create something. It's just how I like to work. So I'm going to end this here. I don't know, I think I've gone on a little bit too long. Thank you all so much for watching my Vlogmas, even though I have not been able to edit these. I'm not really happy with what I'm doing because I don't have a computer to fine-tune things, but it is what it is. And you all are been very kind to me, and I love your comments. You know, just keep them coming. They really make me so very happy, and I'm very thankful for all of you. So let's see what tomorrow will bring. Have a good day, everybody. Bye for now.